We're going to start the meeting. So, I'm breaking the conversation. Sit down.
Somebody's got to get in charge here, right?
Exactly. All right. I guess it helps if I turn the microphone on. Get some people's attention. Call this to order. If we could start with roll call, please.
Alderman Clark.
Here.
Alderman Mayberry.
Here.
Alderman Spaghettis.
Present.
Alderman Talanair.
Here.
Alderman Parker.
Here.
Alderman Shipp.
Here.
Alderman Geenan.
Here.
Mayor Tomes.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. We'll do the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence.
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Moment of silence, please. Thank you very much. Then we have item number 5.
Minutes of the July 23rd, 2018 meeting.
Move to approve the minutes as printed.
Second.
Second, any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Item 6, update. Couple items. Labor Day Parade registration. Calling all families, schools, churches, organizations, clubs, and businesses. The 34th Annual Rock Island Labor Day Parade is scheduled for Monday, September 3rd, 2018. Registration forms, due dates, theme, and more information can be found at www.rigov.org. Get your organization entered so citizens can see your name in a unique way. Community Crime Prevention Partnership Meeting on Wednesday, August 15th, 2018. The Police Department will continue their monthly informational meetings intended to strengthen existing partnerships with the citizens of Rock Island. This month's topic will cover crime data, school resource officer, and high school liaison officer. The meeting will take place at the Police Department Community Room at 1212 5th Avenue from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Thursday night Groove Concert Series. The Thursday night Groove Concert Series continues for the 5th season at Schrebert Riverfront Park on Thursday, August 23rd, 2018. Funktastic 5 will kick off the season, which delivers high-energy songs. Event is open from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Rock Island Happy Joe's will have pizza for sale, and Bent River beer will be available for purchase. Guests are encouraged to bring lawn chairs. For more information, please call 309-732-7275. Thank you. We got item number 7.
Announcement of the 2018 Rock Island Citizen of the Year Award winners.
On behalf of Co-Chair Dylan Parker and City Clerk Judith Gilbert and the rest of the committee, which were last year's winners, I'd like to read this following press release. Each year, the City of Rock Island invites the public to nominate Rock Island businesses, professionals, educators, and individuals for the Citizen of the Year Award. The city is pleased to announce the 2018 winners in 8 different categories as examples of everyday people who participate in the life of Rock Island to improve its conditions and shape its future. Each sees themselves as part of the fabric of our city, and all share the qualities of having the motivation, the skills, and the ability to make a difference. A reception will be held in 2 weeks prior to our City Council meeting on the 27th at 6:15, and at that meeting we will announce the overall Rock Island Citizen of the Year, who will serve as the Grand Marshal for the Labor Day Parade. All other Citizen of the Year winners will ride in the parade at the beginning, and we look forward to participating in that.
All righty. First is in the business category. We have Pee Wee's Restaurant.
There you go.
Open since March of 2017, Pee Wee's Restaurant has become a staple on 9th Street and 21st Avenue in Rock Island's West End neighborhoods and business districts. Located in a spectacularly rehabilitated property at 2035 Martin Luther King Drive, 9th Street, Pee Wee's is known for its delicious Cajun and Southern-influenced menu. Business owner Will Clay is proud of his success and wants to contribute to the growing revitalization of Rock Island's western neighborhoods. Named after Mr. Clay's father, Waylon Pee Wee Clay Sr., the restaurant continues to grow and is an often visited establishment for church, social, and school groups, neighborhood patrons, and those looking for a fresh and home-cooked meal.
We had two winners in the education category. The first one is Alexis DeWilde. Born and raised in Rock Island, Alexis knew at an early age that Rocky schools got a bad reputation from others. She knew that many of her neighbors and friends also didn't have the family and life support that she had. So after college graduation, with a teaching certificate in hand, she came back to Rock Island to teach with the goal of making a difference in the lives of others. 20 years later, she is doing just that, teaching in many of our elementary schools and now first grade at Ridgewood School. You'll learn more about her in 2 weeks, but one thing, Alexis follows her students. 4 of her students that she had as elementary students are now off to college this fall. For the first time, first ones in their families going to college. And Chief Yerke, one of them is studying to be an EMT and is looking forward to coming back to Rock Island to serve as a firefighter.
And the second winner in the education category is Mary Kamoke. Ask anyone at Thurgood Marshall Learning Center to name a teacher who is a driving force of change and inspiration. Mary Kamoke's name appears first on the list every time. Mary is known to involve all of her students in community service projects. She believes that her students have a duty to contribute to society, and to ensure this will happen throughout her life, she brings her kids to the community and the community to her kids. Practicing what she preaches, after Mary's children were grown off and off to college, she moved from Geneseo to Rock Island because she wanted to live and be active in the community where her students lived. She is a member of the Rock Island NAACP, Black Hawk Reading Council, Community Caring Conference, and Rock Island Education Association. Mary's passion for giving hope and a positive future for the at-risk youth is evident in her care, teaching, and opportunities she creates each day for her students to thrive and lead.
Udell Watts III wins our individual category. A lifelong resident of Rock Island, Udell Watts' lists of involvement in activities are too long to list. From a young age, his involvement in the Catholic Church instilled in him a love for social justice. He was the youngest member and the only African American on the committee that established the Franciscan Hospital in Rock Island. When there were race riots in downtown Rock Island, Udell was on the front lines brokering peace and calling for civility. He has owned and operated a local business, Old Arthur's Barbecue Sauce, for many years, which has afforded him the ability to establish an endowment at the Rock Island Library in memory of his mother, Lorraine, a lover of books and children. Through his fundraising efforts each year, the fund has over $35,000 and is used to purchase the children's book for literacy. As a member of the Rock Island East Moline Optimist Club, a volunteer at the weekly St. Joseph evening meal at the Rock Island Township Hall, and a member of Sacred Heart Parish, Udell teaches us all what it means to serve others.
In the professional category, we have Ray Lynn with Rule and Rule Realty. When the City of Rock Island recently updated its fire and building code requirements, many realtors argued against the decision. When the relationship between the city and the real estate community continued to inflame, one realtor made a particular effort to work with the city to ease the disagreement. Ray Lynn is a lifelong Rock Island resident and realtor with Rule and Rule. By inviting council members to attend realtor meetings and by accepting invitations from council members to attend Rock Island neighborhood and civic organization meetings, Ray has demonstrated his commitment to working through disagreements and selling Rock Island properties. Combined with his many philanthropic efforts, including coaching youth sports, missionary work, and volunteering time with hospice patients, Mr. Lind exemplifies the hardworking determination and civic spirit of the City of Rock Island. And in the city employee category, we have Patrick O'Brien. When aldermen get calls from constituents regarding sidewalks or sewer issues, Patrick O'Brien, as the city's Public Works Utilities Maintenance Supervisor, is the one to visit with the constituents and reassure them the problem will get resolved. He strives to make the best impression for the city's residents. A lifelong resident of Rock Island, Patrick says he would never leave Rock Island. Patrick is an Army veteran of Operation Desert Shield and Desert Storm and is also a volunteer extraordinaire. As a member of St. John's Lutheran Church, he has served in the past as the council president and youth and family ministry coordinator. An IHSA track, field, and cross-country official for 5 years, Patrick is now a mentor to youth to make them better people for the future. He has also served as the past chairman of the East End Neighborhood Fair. Spending time with his wife and 3 daughters is very important to him, but he also enjoys being the lead singer for a country/classic rock band, Boot Hill.
In our organizational category, Broadway Historical District Association. Celebrating their 30th anniversary this year, the Broadway Historical District Association has been working to revitalize and preserve Rock Island's premier historic Victorian area neighborhood for decades. Thanks to their work, this nonprofit has, and several of the 550 homes that make up the Broadway collection have benefited from renovation and historic designation. In 1998, they were placed on the National Historic Places and are included in publications such as Midwest Living and This Old House. They continue to undertake nationally recognized programs and also hold educational, civic, and social events throughout the year.
In the youth category, we have Jada Vesey. Jada, a recent graduate of Rock Island High School, was president during her senior year, a member of the National Honor Society, and the student member of the Rock Island Milan School Board for 3 years. Jada co-founded the Rock Island Riveters Group, which stands for Rock Island Voices Ensuring Their Equal Rights Are Secure. This advocacy group exposes young women to work in male-dominated fields. She also completed a year-long commitment of service activities as a debutante in the Quad City Negro Heritage Society Debutante Coalition. Jada took many advanced placement and honors classes, was an honor student for 4 years, and finished in the top 10 of her graduating class. Jada was a member of the high school marching band, symphonic band, pit orchestra for school musicals and plays, and acted in them too, and a member of the Quad Cities Youth Symphony Orchestra. She earned her certified nursing assistant certification during her senior year and will be attending Coe College in Cedar Rapids this fall. Jada believes Rock Island is a great community and wants to make it an even better place to live and work.
And in our final category, we recognize that there are people who live outside of Rock Island but still make a good contribution to our fabric as a community. So we have an honorary citizen category. This year it goes to Dino and Tina Hayes, owners and operators of the Center for Living Arts. They opened this center in Rock Island in 2006. Located in historic downtown Rock Island, the center provides fall, spring, and summer programs in singing, dancing, acting, and performance training for its children in grades 1 through 12. Each year, over 4,500 people are welcomed by them to downtown Rock Island to watch performances and patron many of our downtown businesses while students rehearse. They have many opportunities to move the center over the years, but Dino and Tina remain committed to staying in Rock Island because, according to them, out of all of the cities, Rock Island is the easiest to work with and make us feel the most appreciated. So congratulations to all of our winners. They deserve a pat on the back, and this community will give them that pat on the back during our Labor Day parade. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
And thank you to the committee. It's not an easy task at times, that's for sure.
No.
There's a lot of good choices out there. All right, item number 8.
Presentation of the July Keep Rock Island Beautiful Award.
You get an award. You get an award.
Whatever you want.
Thinking about it.
I'm Vicki Levin. I'm a board member with Keep Rock Island Beautiful. Tonight, I am here to present the city's Beautification Award for the month of July. We're running just a little bit late. Through the hard work and dedication and fundraising efforts of Friendship Manor and Olivet Baptist Church, the corner of 21st Avenue and 11th Street has recently been transformed. Several vacant, blighted buildings were removed and green space was created. These two organizations continue to work together to maintain beautiful, flower-filled, and litter-free properties. I ask all of you, when you're in the area, take a minute to stop and look at the beautiful grounds that welcome everybody to the Friendship neighborhood. I would like to ask the representatives from Friendship Manor and Olivet Church to please come forward. Representing Olivet Baptist Church, we have Sister Johnny Wood and Deacon Johnny Clemens. And representing Friendship Manor, we have the chairman of the board of directors, David Levin. He is a fill-in at the last minute.
Good job. Congratulations.
We thank you all very much for cleaning up the area. It looks beautiful. And we would like to ask the mayor and the aldermen and everyone here, when we have activities cleaning up different areas in Rock Island, everyone is welcome to help participate in those cleanups. If you're just walking down the street and you happen to see some litter, pick it up and throw it away. It's our city. We want to keep it beautiful.
Absolutely.
So this is for Friendship Manor and Olivet Baptist Church.
Tell you what, can we step right in here and do a little photo op? All right. We are to item number 9.
A special ordinance establishing a four-way stop intersection at 22nd Street and 6th Avenue.
Move to consider, suspend the rules, and pass the ordinance.
Second.
Move to second. Any discussion?
Fast track it, maybe.
Roll call, please.
Alderman Clark.
Aye.
Mayberry.
Aye.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Talanair.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Schiff.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
7 ayes, no nays. Motion carried.
Item 10.
Claims. I'll read A through C first. A, report from the Human Resources Department regarding payment in the amount of $26,791.55 to David Morrison of Rock Island, Illinois, for legal services rendered for the period of March 24th through July 31st, 2018. B, report from the Human Resources Department regarding payment in the amount of $9,282.56 to ServPro of Davenport, Iowa for general liability claim. And C, report from the Public Works Department regarding payment number 8 in the amount of $34,546 to Green Space Associates of Davenport, Iowa for the 2017-2018 sod replacement program for services provided from June 18, 2018 through July 30, 2018.
Move to accept the reports and authorize payment as recommended for claims items A through C.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Clark.
Aye.
Mayberry.
Aye.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Talanair.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Ship.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
7 ayes, no nays. Motion carried. Claims, items D through G. D, report from the Public Works Department regarding payment number 7 in the amount of $58,451.14 to Centennial Contractors of the Quad Cities Incorporated of Moline, Illinois, for the 2017-2018 sidewalk and pavement patching program for services provided from May 22nd, 2018 through July 11th, 2018. E, report from the Public Works Department regarding payment number 10 in the amount of $305,595.42 to General Constructors Incorporated of Bettendorf, Iowa, for the Outfall 7 relocation project for services provided from May 1st, 2018 through July 20th, 2018. F, report from the Public Works Department regarding payment number 7 and final in the amount of $228,529.92 to Langman Construction Incorporated of Rock Island, Illinois, for the Outfall 6 Basin Separation Project for services provided from June 1st, 2018 through June 30th, 2018. And G, report from the Public Works Department regarding payment number 10 in the amount of $776,667.60 to Civil Constructors Incorporated of East Moline, Illinois, for the Water Filtration Facility Project for services provided from June 21st, 2018 through July 21st, 2018.
Move to accept the reports and authorize payments as recommended for claim items D through G.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
I will be recusing myself from this vote due to my employment.
Roll call, please.
Alderman Clark.
Aye.
Mayberry.
Aye.
Spargettis.
Yes.
Talanair.
Yes.
Ship.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays. Motion carried.
Item 11.
Claims for the weeks of July 19th through July 26th in the amount of $795,852.37. July 27th through August 2nd in the amount of $765,252.30. And August 3rd through August 9th in the amount of $473,840.99. And payroll for the weeks of July 16th through July 29th in the amount of $1,509,451.76.
Move to allow the claims in the payroll.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Clark.
Aye.
Mayberry.
Aye.
Spargettis.
Yes.
Talanair. Parker.
Aye.
Ship.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
7 ayes, no nays. Motion carried.
Item 12.
Report from the Public Works Department regarding the purchase of sole source water information management system software from Hawk Company of Loveland, Colorado in the amount of $39,300.
Move to approve the purchase as recommended.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
Larry, real quick on this, you don't need to come up here, but if you could just holler out, are we having a tour of the facility sometime soon as council?
If you'd like a tour mid-construct, or mid-construct, we absolutely be happy to show you.
Okay. If it's safe and feasible, I just curious to, just curious when we could get in there and check it out.
Typically, we do that once it's not dangerous.
Sure.
As it gets a little further along.
Maybe for some of us, you want it.
I just was curious when that was coming up.
Might become part of the filtration system. Those concrete shoes.
Are we going to win first place in the competition when this thing's up and running?
Yeah.
I mean, if we don't,
headline.
I am going to be so upset.
Number one taste.
The best
Cleanest
drinking
water coming
in
in
Rock
and the
Island.
cleanest water going out.
Yeah, that's
go.
right.
All right, roll call, please.
Alderman Clark.
Aye.
Mayberry.
Aye.
Spargettis.
Yes.
Talanair.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Ship.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
7 ayes, no nays. Motion carried.
Item 12.
No, we did 12.
Oops, excuse me, 13.
Report from the Public Works Department regarding bids for the 2018 MFT-funded Parkway Repair Project, recommending the bid be awarded to Langman Construction Incorporated of Rock Island, Illinois, in the amount of $345,249.66.
Move to award the bid as recommended and authorize the city manager to execute the contract documents.
Second.
Second. Any discussion?
Question. Can somebody tell me what MFT,
Motor fuel tax.
motor fuel tax, and that's all on the Beltway on 92, right? Okay, thanks.
rough areas out there.
I will be recusing myself from this vote for the previous cited reason.
Roll call, please.
Alderman Clark.
Aye.
Mayberry.
Aye, and also the people that live out there will be very happy.
Spargettis.
Yes.
Talanair.
Yes.
Ship.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays. Motion carried.
Item 14.
Report from the Public Works Department regarding bids for the CDBG funded sidewalk repair Safe Routes to School project, recommending the bid be awarded to Centennial Contractors of the Quad Cities Incorporated of Moline, Illinois, in the amount of $275,248.70.
Move to award the bid as recommended and authorize the city manager to execute the contract documents.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
What school?
Longfellow.
Longfellow, okay.
And I think it completes the safety, the
Safe
road,
routes
the
to school.
sidewalks, and everything else around that school, I believe.
I will be recusing myself from this and item 15 as well for the previous cited reasons. So,
Roll call.
Alderman Clark.
Aye.
Mayberry.
Aye.
Spargettis.
Yes.
Talanair.
Yes.
Ship.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays. Motion carried.
Item 15.
Report from the Community and Economic Development Department regarding bids for the demolition package of 7 residential and 1 commercial properties, recommending the bid be awarded to H. Koopman Trucking and Excavating Incorporated of Moline, Illinois, in the amount of $251,901.10.
Move to award the bid as recommended and authorize the city manager to execute the contract documents.
Second.
Second. Any discussion?
Chandler, do you have the list of properties? Okay, because it wasn't in the memo. It'd just be helpful to know. Thank you.
is the property that we were contacted about, the gentleman trying to renovate it, is that property listed on here?
It's still on the list because it was part of the contract, but they're bid individually, so that one will be coming off. I think there may be another one that's coming off too.
Okay. Sounds good.
I mean, it's part of the contract, so it has to be put
Right,
forward.
you don't want to
Yeah.
waste time rebidding the whole deal.
Right.
But we are not obligated to.
No, not at all. Nope. There's frequently changes made at the last minute even, and that's one of them.
Sounds good.
Roll call, please.
Alderman Clark.
Aye.
Mayberry.
Aye.
Spargettis.
Yes.
Talanair.
Yes.
Ship.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays. Motion carried.
16.
Report from the Public Works Department regarding an agreement with Veenstra and Kim Incorporated of Rock Island, Illinois for the Illinois 92 Corridor Traffic and Intersection Design Studies in the amount of $89,970.
Motion to approve the agreement as recommended and authorize the city manager to execute contract document.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderman Clark.
Aye.
Mayberry.
Aye.
Spargettis.
Yes.
Talanair.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Ship.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
7 ayes, no nays. Motion carried.
Item 17.
Report from the Police Department regarding a memorandum of understanding with Rock Island County and the City of Moline for a 2018 Justice Assistance Grant.
Move to approve the memorandum of understanding as recommended and authorize the mayor, city clerk, and city attorney to sign the agreement.
Second?
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Clark.
Aye.
Mayberry.
Aye.
Spargettis.
Yes.
Talanair.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Ship.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
7 ayes, no nays. Motion carried.
Item 18.
Report from the Community and Economic Development Department regarding an agreement with the State of Illinois for the inspections of establishments selling alcohol, LC-13 inspections.
Move to approve the agreement as recommended and authorize the city manager to execute the agreement subject to minor attorney modifications.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
Mayor, as the liquor commissioner, could you educate the audience here as to what the LC-13 is here?
What it is all the establishments that have liquor licenses need to be inspected on a regular basis, and that's this under the state requirement. And so the state has then said it's more cost efficient for them and local and everything else to contract that out. And so they contract with us to perform those duties for them.
Does this happen on an annual basis?
Yeah, can't remember if it's annual or not. I know it's on a,
Yeah.
it's renewable. Is it annual? Okay.
I remember making.
I can't
this
remember. It was the second year. I knew this wasn't the first time, but I didn't know if it was annual. So I believe it's annually, yes.
Is there any way that we can, do we have to re-vote this every year, or can we just
Could be
make
a
it,
state deal, but
you know, an ongoing agreement with the state until either party decides to interrupt it?
I'm getting a yes.
Okay, just something to think of, you know? I mean, every time we vote on this, it's unanimous in favor, so.
they're reimbursing us and
Yeah, it's not.
gets us in the establishments. It's
Right.
works well for everybody, but yeah. Okay. Then we need a roll call.
Alderman Clark.
Aye.
Mayberry.
Aye.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Talonier.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Ship.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
7 ayes, no nays, motion carried.
Item 19.
Report from the Community and Economic Development Department regarding an extension of the development agreement contract with Saratoga Capital.
Move to approve the contract extension as recommended and authorize the city manager to execute the contract document subject to attorney modifications.
Second.
Move to second. Any discussion?
Who is Saratoga Capital and where are they from?
Sam.
Best building, the old Vanderginst Law Office downtown Rock Island here.
Okay.
That's who Saratoga is.
They're out of St. Louis.
St. Louis. Okay. Thank you.
And he's asking an extension because of the delay on National Historic.
Yeah, so it took a long time to get through the state and then the federal government, so he wanted to start several months ago, and now we're just getting to the point where they're ready to start, so.
Do we have an update for the public on?
Well, nothing's written in stone, but the contracts have been signed, so it should be any time soon.
Wonderful. Looking forward to it.
Big project. We're happy they're still committed to it and put in a lot of work on their end to get it to this point.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Alderman Clark.
Aye.
Mayberry.
Aye.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Talonier.
No.
Parker.
Aye.
Ship.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, 1 nay, motion carried.
Item 20.
Report from the Community and Economic Development Department regarding a special ordinance vacating a north-south alley right-of-way between 13th and 14th Avenues and 40th and 41st Streets as requested by Alleman High School with a utility easement and proposed landscape plan for parking expansion at the school.
Move to approve the request with a utility easement and landscape plan as recommended, and consider suspend the rules and pass the ordinance.
Second.
Move to second. Any discussion?
Question or two. I drove by there the other day, but this is before we got the packet, so now I have more information. Does the vacation of this alley affect any of the neighbors if there are still any houses on that block like is pictured in the aerial view that we have?
I don't believe so.
And I guess my second question would be, were any of the neighbors contacted at all?
There's no houses on those blocks anymore. Yes, there's no houses on those 2 blocks.
Okay, so the picture we have is...
It's an old picture.
It's an
It's
old
all-
picture then?
Yep.
Okay. That answers my question. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
And we always do contact anyone associated with a vacation, so.
Sir, real quick, would you mind identifying who you are, please? Just obviously, or sign the sheet and sign their sheet, or sign it, it's fine.
I'm David Jager. I'm the business manager at Allman. So,
Thank you.
So we'll just get rid of those people.
All right. Are we ready?
Yes,
Roll
sir.
call, please.
Alderman Clark.
Aye.
Mayberry.
Aye.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Talonier.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Ship.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
7 ayes, no nays, motion carried.
Item 21.
Report from the Martin Luther King Center regarding an activity application and street closing and sound amplification applications for the 31st Annual King Center Family Fun Day celebration to be held on Saturday, September 22nd, 2008, and requesting that food vendor inspection fees and the sound amplification permit fee be waived.
Move to approve the event, street closing, and sound amplification requests and waiver of fees is recommended.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
And just hoping everyone can come and enjoy themselves because it's always a wonderful time.
Certainly is. Roll call, please.
Alderman Clark.
Aye.
Mayberry.
Aye.
Spargettis.
Yes.
Talonier.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Ship.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
7 ayes, no nays. Motion carried.
Item 22.
Report from the mayor regarding appointments and reappointments to the Human Rights Commission and an appointment to the Water Pollution Control Board.
Move to approve the appointments and reappointments as recommended.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
Can we have
The names, that's fine. Human Rights is Gregory Hampton, appoint Thurgood Brooks, and a reappointment of Quincy Davis.
Jones.
No, I know it says Jones, but there was an error there, so it's Davis.
Okay, Davis.
Thank you. And then Water Pollution Control, appointment of Bill Haas. I guess that's the only one. All those in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Okay, item 23.
Report from the city clerk regarding an activity permit application from Augustana College for their Dome Dash 5K road race to be held on Saturday, October 6, 2018, from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Move to approve the event as recommended.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Item 24.
Street closing and sound amplification requests, A through C. A, report from the city clerk regarding requests from Lakita Watson for a street closing of 25th Street between just south of 8th Avenue to the alley behind the residence at 2436 8th Avenue on Saturday, August 18, 2018, from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m., and sound amplification for a birthday party. B, report from the city clerk regarding a request for sound amplification from St. George Greek Church on Friday and Saturday, September 7th and 8th, 2018, from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. at 2930 31st Avenue for their annual Greek festival. And C, report from the city clerk regarding a request from Augustana College to change the time of their approved sound amplification permit to 7 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Move to approve the request for street closing and sound amplification as recommended for items A through C.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
I have just a quick question on C for the Augustana College event. We approved that previously for a different time period, and they've shifted it and expanded up by an hour up to 11 p.m. But I don't recall when we approved it before where the location was, and it's not on the report. Does anybody remember?
The location of the event,
Yes,
it's in the lower quad.
the lower quad, okay. Thank you.
It's adjacent to the library there, the Treadway Library.
Right. So it's not right next to a residential
No.
It's in the heart of it.
neighborhood.
And
Okay.
most of the residential are the students who signed the petition.
Thank you.
I might put a plug in for the Greek festival. If anybody has not gone to that before, don't anticipate losing any calories there, but it's some great food, that's for sure.
You bet,
It's a
Mayor,
good
it
event.
is.
The Bakwan, that's outstanding. All right. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? All right. 25, other business comments.
Just briefly, there have been a lot of calls, I'm sure, for many of the aldermen about potholes, and I want to thank the Public Works Department because they've been doing a really great job of keeping up with that. I know there's a long, long list, but just a thanks for being out there with those trucks, filling the holes in the streets. Thank you.
I would like to make a plug for an event coming this Wednesday evening. Some of you may have seen in the editorial page of the Dispatch Argus. The Better Government Association has agreed to come to Rock Island and host one of their government watchdog educational seminars. A wonderful opportunity for residents, tailored for Illinois communities, but probably helpful for all Quad City residents, whether you live in Iowa or Illinois, but a free educational opportunity to learn about the state of Illinois' Freedom of Information Access Act and the Open Meetings Act. An educated population is able to understand what we and other local governments in the Quad Cities are required to do with FOIA and open meetings. And so as a big-time believer in transparency and open government, I'm thrilled to have them here. It is this Wednesday, starting at 6 o'clock at the Martin Luther King Center in Rock Island. So please come and learn how to hold us accountable. Thank you.
Yes, I'd like to put in a plug also for Dunkin' Donut. If you've been by there, the amount of work that they've done and how that place is just really coming along. And I would say they'll probably be open, Randy, what, 2 to 3 weeks maybe?
Sometime in September, I don't.
Okay.
Speaking of calories.
Yeah, more calories.
That's exactly. That's all right. That's good. We do have Norm Moline would like to speak.
Whenever you're ready. If you give me a heads up, I'll come out. I'll be in Springfield on the 16th.
I think the river actually.
15th and 16th.
I don't know. I think it's enough. We got enough, or we need another one?
I've got, if you're short, I have more.
I think we're okay so far.
Okay. Norm Moline, 3836 28th Avenue in Rock Island. But I'm here tonight representing River Action and the planning committee for the upcoming Upper Mississippi River Conference. This is the 11th annual event. This year, because of something I'll say near the end of these few minutes, we're visiting probably 20 councils and villages, Iowa and Illinois side, and county boards, et cetera, for something I'll say at the end. It's a great conference. Just a quick reminder of its history, that this wasn't just started by River Action. We happen to be the main organizing group, but when you actually look at the brochure, you'll see that there are some other government agencies, there are private businesses, private individuals, universities. This is a public-private cooperative kind of event to the limit. But it was about 12 years ago when Colonel Bob Sinkler was here. And he was such a strong believer in the importance of the Quad Cities. He said, yeah, there's the St. Paul district, and then there's the St. Louis district, but this is the one in the middle. And if there's anything really dealing with the whole upper Mississippi watershed, he says it's our office here at the Rock Island place that gets the responsibility. So we ought to get the attention. So we ought to schedule annually a conference here that will bring together people from up and down the whole watershed, and particularly from all the communities that are here. Well, River Action had talked about something like that on our own, and it was a quick wedding of his ideas and ours to put together that first conference. Who knew what would happen with it? But now we're at the 11th annual. And what Sinkler and we wanted to do was to have all the people focus on our most important local natural resource, without question, easily, the river. Second, to highlight the central role of the Quad Cities and the Rock Island District in this Upper Mississippi River watershed, and to bring together people from our Middle Mississippi River together once a year to talk, public officials, academics, community people, private people, et cetera, et cetera. It has been quite successful. But we've had to work hard to bring people to come. Our conferences, the participants, the speakers, are always very good. And one of the things where we've only partially met our goal is to get people like you there. We really want to get public elected officials, the ones who are going to cast the votes on things. It's fine to have other people there, but you're the decision makers, and you're the ones who have professional staff in planning and economic development offices and so on.
You're the ones that we really want to have come, where you can interact with the speakers, the professionals, so that local policies and actions that you take can match up with good science and useful, successful approaches that are occurring elsewhere. So this year, you see this program. I hope you'll look at it carefully. I'm not going to go through very much of this. But if you have, I know some of you have limited time, but if you have time for one event in the conference itself, I would urge you to highlight on Wednesday, October 24th, the 8:15 to 9:45 keynote session. Those two people that are there, Dr. Jerry Galloway and Chad Berginnis, these are the best people in the country dealing with flood issues. And you can see the titles, What Did We and the World Learn from the Great Flood of 1993. And then Mr. Berginnis will talk about national flood policy, where are we today and where are we going. Our grad, Paul Osmond, terrific geography grad from Augie, he's the head floodplain community manager for the whole state, and he's been that for about 15 years. And it was because of his influence, he's known nationally, goes to these conferences and usually is a speaker himself. He said, these are two people you got to get to come, and I'll help you get them here. And so that's why they're there. From that point on, you'll see the conference has different kinds of breakout sessions focusing either on floodplain and flood risk management, changing risk on the river because of a lot of things occurring, and then the other track is water quality and biodiversity, defining good floodplain restoration. That's the conference. If you can only make one session, come to that one that morning. But then we look at the other sheet. This is different this year. This Quad Cities Flood Resiliency Alliance Workshop. Mike Sutphin, the building and zoning official over at Ottawa, has put together this amazing thing. He, along with an elected state official, they got together little villages and bigger towns, people from both sides of the political aisle, private people and other things, saying, if we're going to be able to get a handle on floodplains so that we're not continuing to see increasing damages, and if we want to lower insurance tax rates, we got to find a way to work together. So when the communities approach the feds and approach the state, they can say this whole section of the Illinois River is working together, and it's worked. Let me just give a few examples of those things so you know this isn't just talk. First of all, down there, the state senator helped out, and here State Senator Neil Anderson has taken an active role, saying he plans to support it and maybe even become a leading advocate in the development of a new Quad Cities Alliance, beginning with this workshop. That workshop over at Ottawa has succeeded in making significant infrastructure planning and development changes aimed at flood mitigation in the Illinois Valley, thus decreasing the cost of flood insurance for residents, businesses, and local governments by improving their FEMA community ratings. The Alliance has helped secure critical federal grants to help its participating communities with flood prevention investments. Just a few examples. $1,200,000 in pre-disaster mitigation funds to Marseille, Illinois, for the construction of a flood wall and a pumping station to protect the city's north wastewater treatment plant. $1.18 million in funds to Ottawa for the construction of new sections and upgrades of existing sections of a flood wall levee system protecting Ottawa Township High School and adjacent neighbors. $687,000 to the village of Depew for the construction of a flood wall and floodwater storage basin to protect a wastewater treatment plant. $365,000 to the city of Peru for the construction of a flood wall to protect the city's east wastewater treatment plant. The National Flood Insurance Program's community rating system is a key component of their alliance network. Around here, the only communities which have received the CRS designation have gone for it are Moline, and on the Iowa side, Davenport and Whiteside County. The state, River Action, everybody would say, we wish we could get all the communities in on that, because then that's going to have some direct benefits on the river and upon the communities. You've got some other things that are in the handout. We really would like you to come, and in this one, we structured, this is on Thursday afternoon, for only, so people can't go to the rest of the conference, only $25 from 2:30 until 5, and this is a working session. Sutphin is going to be there, and it only is going to work if people show up. If people from Rock Island, and in one sense you could say, well, Rock Island, we are lucky. I'm a resident we're lucky. We've got the flood walls, so in some ways we don't have as many ongoing flood issues, but we have some on the backside. And certainly this would not be an occasion to where we would say, well, we're protected, so good luck the rest of you as you deal with yours. We want to be as a citizen here I'm speaking, we, Rock Island, ought to be and want to be at that table. So maybe send a couple of people. This won't be a motion, but $100, you could have a couple of staff people go, someone from economic development and someone from the city manager's office and a couple of council people for $100. I'd love to see that, for Rock Island be represented at that Alliance workshop. And if nobody shows, then we will have lost the opportunity. Paul Osmond's not going to break his back, and Mike Sutphin's not going to worry about the Quad Cities anymore. So you're invited to come. Thanks for your time. Any questions?
Randy,
Sounds good.
are we planning on having staff there? I know that some of our staff are presenters in the conference. Isn't that the case?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Now, whether anyone has signed up for this workshop, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, and the staff we're showcasing on the field trip on that afternoon, the first day, the Rain Garden and the RIDA program, and Andy Parr has been real great, and we're working with him on that. So all the people who want to go on that field trip, they will learn how Rock Island is a leader in how to deal with keeping water here before it even gets there. And that itself could be the kind of contribution that might be spoken about at the Alliance workshop. How you can deal with these things other than just more flood walls.
Yep.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you.
Thanks, Professor.
Let me, I actually mentioned River Action. We can't forget Floatzilla this weekend, actually Saturday. It'll be a lot of fun if you've not participated or been down there or anything else. You talk about a lot of people. I talked to Kathy Wine end of last week or something like that, or today. And they're expecting a record-breaking number this year again. So maybe a chance of that world record. Why not be part of it, I guess. But so it's a lot of fun down there at Sunset Marina, Lake Potter. It's a lot of fun to watch everybody and the different costumes and characters, and like Dave. And but it's a lot of fun. All right.
Just one more thing,
Yes.
real quick. I just want to give a shout out to the business owners and to our downtown partnership for a successful You Make It My Weekend. I was down there with my wife this weekend for a couple hours. It was definitely a lot of people, and more people showing up later into the evening. Good atmosphere, great weather, good food, good drinks. So it seemed like it went off without a hitch.
Great. All right. If that's the case, how about item number 26? Oh, Johnny, I know Dave's not. Johnny's not here. I think I saw her. Johnny Clement? She left. Yeah, they left. I thought so. And then Dave was with Allman. He left also, so. Yep. Okay. Item 26.
Executive Session 5 ILCS 120, Section 2, C5, the purchase or lease of real property for the use of the public body, including meetings held for the purpose of discussing whether a particular parcel should be acquired.
Motion to go into executive session for the exception cited.
Second.
Move to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Clark.
Aye.
Mayberry.
Aye.
Spargettis.
Yes.
Talonier.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Schiff.
Aye.
Keenan.
Aye.
7 ayes, no nays, motion carried.